Are you training your audience to follow your station or just follow Facebook? Well, today we want to talk about 5 goals to ensure social media is working for you instead of against you. Hey, thanks a lot for tuning in to Better Radio Websites this week. Today I want to talk about 5 essential social media goals for your radio station. Now, some stations out there, they put a bigger focus on social media than their website, and I get it. Folks around the station, they know how to use social media better than they use the website, or they've done that for forever, and they're not really concerned about the website. And agreeably, social media is important, but your station's website should always be the home base that everything connects to. Facebook, Instagram, X, they're just not going to send you a check for gaining more followers on their platform. So let's dig into 5 social media goals that you should have at your station and how to apply them. Number 1 is social media can be used as a tool to provide better customer service. And I'm talking about listeners now. For businesses, it's about answering questions and stuff like that. But for us in radio, it can be used for answering listener questions, engaging with them very quickly wherever they are. Your audience is asking things like, who is that artist that just played? Or where can I get tickets to the show that you mentioned this morning? How do I enter the contest again? If you only rely on Facebook comments and direct messages for just little bitty things that really doesn't matter, you're missing a chance to really own the conversation. You can be directing listeners to your website where they can have a FAQ page, or all the contest rules are there. The things that you've played over the last hour, contest forms, all those things can live on your website. And it's a very easy way for you to not go into very much detail on social media. You direct them to the website because, as we've stated here hundreds and hundreds of times, more clicks on your website means more value in SEO. That means your website's going to be found a whole lot easier on social media for everything, not just people looking for your radio station. It also means more advertising dollars too, because the better your SEO is and the more people that are coming to your website, the more advertisers can pay to be in front of that audience. Think about social media as a door, but your website is the lobby where they get all of the real answers. All right. And so everything that you do on social media should tie back in to the website. Number 2 is to use social media as a tool to increase your brand awareness. We've always been about branding, whether it's being the number 1 station for today's hot new country or the place to go to for local news. Social media can be a tool that can just help you spread that word. But your website reinforces that with consistency. That home base. Think about it. On air, you might say, check us out on Facebook, but what if tomorrow Facebook changes their algorithm and then all of your followers don't get hardly any of your posts? Now, they already get less than 5% of what you post, and we'll go into that a little bit later on, but what if the algorithm makes it so where you have to pay more in order to reach more of your audience? Instead, use social media to drive people to your website where you control 100% of the brand experience. That's where your logo is, or your colors, your imaging, your stream, your content. They all live in one place. And that's where listeners really get to know your radio station. All right, it's where your advertisers are too, because when you build that brand awareness, you're giving them more eyes on their ads that they're paying you to place on your website. Number 3 is you can use social media to drive appointments. Social media is a great way for your audience to see messages that you put in front of them about things that you want them to see. Things that you hit maybe the most often on air, you can put on social media. Be listening at 9 a.m. for your chance to win XYZ concert tickets. Register right now on our website for the chance to our weekend getaway giveaway. Here are 5 reasons that it pays to sign up for our newsletter. Each one of these messages should point back to the website each and every time. Now, I'm not saying that 100% of everything you post on social media should point back to the website, but a large percentage of it should point to the website. You were thinking 95% of what you post on social media. And social media posts create That urgency, you can style your messages in such a way where it creates that urgency. I mean, you obviously know that. And your site is where they actually have to enter the contest, sign up, get the details, all that sort of thing. Plus, every registration can grow your email database. Again, another platform that you own and that you're not renting, and you're not growing Facebook or Instagram or X's database of the followers that you have. And number 4, social media can help you build a community. Social media is great for community interaction, but a community built on your website is going to keep people coming back to that place that you own. Imagine having a local events calendar, listener photo gallery, or even a prayer wall where your community can share encouragement. I mean, these kinds of features not only live on your website, but they make your listeners feel like, they're a part of something bigger than just tuning in. And, if you're on Facebook, you're on this worldwide platform. Everybody knows you're on a worldwide platform. But if you're on the station's website, all right, it's kind of like you're at the radio station. You're here on something that is local. And the bonus is, when advertisers see that your site has traffic and engagement, well, that is a community worth putting their money into. It shows that your station is a trusted hub, and not just on the air, but you're online and active online as well. And then number 5, obviously, it's there to drive website traffic. Everything on social, or the most percentage of what you put on social, should lead back to your station website. Simply posting Happy Friday with a random meme might get a couple likes, but it doesn't really bring people to where you can control that relationship. Instead, post things like, Happy Friday, here are 5 things this weekend that's going on in our town. For a full list, go to our website. See our exclusive interview with local artists. Watch now on our website. Or enter the contest before midnight tonight on yourstationname.com. Think of social media as the fishing pole, and your website is the boat where you actually reel them in. Now, how many people actually see your post on social media? In researching for this podcast, I did an AI search inside of Google, and I said, if I had 50,000 Facebook followers, how many of them actually see my post? And it said your average is going to be 1.5% to 2.5% of that 50,000. That means only around 750 to about 1,200 or 1,300 people are going to see that post. And it all depends on the things that they're into and that sort of thing. The final number could be higher if it goes viral or if you pay to boost it. Now, I have more of that AI conversation on our website for this post. You can see things that, factors that influence post reach, strategies to increase your reach, that sort of thing. So there's a link to it in the show notes on our website at skyrocketradio.com. The bottom line is that social media is important. I'm not going to say that it's not important, but it is a platform that you do not own. You are renting space there. We have seen stations get kicked off of Facebook, off of X, off of YouTube, and they don't get that back. Once you get kicked off, you're basically gone from the platform and you're starting over fresh, like you just arrived there today. But your website and your mobile app and your newsletter, those are all places that you truly control the content, the audience relationship, and the revenue opportunities. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody's going to be calling you up and say, yeah, you can't do that, or you can't put that on there. You can't have this advertiser on there. They're not going to do anything like that because those are properties that you own. So when you set up your social media goals, always ask, how can we bring this connection back to the platforms that we own, like our on-air signal as well, and our station website, or our newsletter, or our mobile app. That's how you begin to provide better service, strengthen your brand, and grow appointment listening. And it's all going to build a better community with your audience as well. More importantly, it's going to turn those likes and shares into loyal listeners and real revenue for your radio station. That's really what it all boils down to. Deepening that connection with your listeners and bringing on more advertisers. If you don't have a platform that kind of gives you all of this website experience that builds that relationship and brings on more advertisers, then reach out to us at skyrocketradio.com. Hopefully this information helps you. If it has, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it out with your radio colleagues. We so much appreciate that. That's all for this week. Have an awesome week this coming week, making your radio station website better. We'll see you next time.
Looking to maximize your radio station's digital presence? Skyrocket Radio delivers custom websites and mobile apps built exclusively for radio stations by radio professionals. Our websites engage listeners and drive revenue, while the integrated apps keep your audience connected wherever they are. It's a complete digital solution designed to boost your station's reach and ad sales. To take your station's online experience to the next level, visit skyrocketradio.com.